I am home alone today, and figure it's about time I go through my pantry and figure out, what I can and cannot eat that's in there. Some stuff I already know, but figured I'd bring you guys along with for some fun. So on my tablet here, I have this program called Fig. It's Fig, and it's a little green, it's just a little green square. On Android, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's available on Apple. I don't know. But it is a food, what do they call it? A food dictionary. But it's got this little scanner, which is cool. It scans barcodes. But within the program, you can put in like your allergies, your sensitivities, what kind of food, like if you're following a Mediterranean or a low FODMAP or a low histamine diet, all of that kind of stuff, your dietary needs, plug all of that in and save it as your profile. And then you use this little scan tool when you're grocery shopping, and it'll tell you, hey, you probably want to avoid this. And it gives you different levels. You've got the red, which is you really, really should not eat this. Orange, yellow, and then obviously green. Green is go ahead and go. So not only does it scan from grocery store items, but there's actually a tab in there for restaurants, and it's got like Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's, Panera Bread, Applebee's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chipotle. What else is in there? I know there's a list of restaurants. It's not comprehensive. Doesn't have everything, but it does have like Subway, Taco Bell. It does have some of the major ones, but I do find it weird they don't have Burger King. They have McDonald's, but not Burger King. But you can go on, you can just click into the restaurant menu that's programmed into here and go up into the little drop down. Let me see. So it's weird when I put it on vertical. When I put it on vertical, like I can't find the drop down menus. But, so this is likely work. So these would be green checkmark items that fit my dietary profile. I'm going to do it store specific to something that's around here, which would be me at Albertsons. And then it will pop up a list automatically. So you can scroll through that list and go, oh, yeah, okay, I can eat that, I can eat that, I can eat that. And you can do this little drop down here, and you can tell it which ones you want. If you want green and yellow, but not red, you just click on that, and it'll give you some items that you want to be careful with. You may have a reaction to, but no guarantee. And then, like, if you pick on this one, so guava pure orange blossom honey, it breaks it down and it tells you why that item doesn't fit within your program. And for me, that honey is not safe for me because it's not fructose free. So being diabetic, I shouldn't be eating high corn syrup, fructose, all of that stuff. Do I eat it? Yes, because it's not something that's going to make me violently ill in the moment. Long term, should I be eating it? Absolutely not. Whoops. I didn't mean to close the app out. You can manually search for items. I have just finally paid for the upgraded the subscription on it. It's $50 a year, and then you have unlimited scans. Otherwise, you get 7 scans a month, and then you have to manually type everything in. Trying to figure out how to find the scan bar. I need out of this window here. You would think there'd be like a back button, an X, or something, right? Well, this is frustrating. So I'm going to pause you for just a sec so you don't have to sit here and watch me struggle. I'm going to try to figure this out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I actually had to force stop the app to get it to go back to its home screen to figure that out. I don't usually do it on my tablet. I usually do it on my phone because my phone is with me at the grocery store. My phone is with me when we go out to eat. My tablet is not. But for the purpose of this video, I'm doing it on the tablet. I started my video, but it didn't start. So I've already scanned this ice strawberry sparkling water. This was my granddaughter's from her visit this last weekend. 0 sugar. But oh my god, it is so sweet. I took a tiny little swig of it when I was pouring it into her cup. But I ran it through and scanned it. So it does not meet MyFig because it contains citric acid. It contains apple juice concentrate, which is high in fructose. And it is not a low histamine item. It contains ester gum, potassium benzoate, and that's the main reasons that I would have a reaction to it. I have this jar of tahini sitting here. I haven't put it away because I haven't figured out if I'm gonna keep it. I don't know what to do with this. By the way, anybody watching this, if you know what to do with tahini, please let me know. It was an accidental purchase. I forgot to update my grocery cart on Imperfect Foods. And so it came in, I don't know what to do with it. So tahini is a yellow low histamine because it contains sesame seeds. So it says, so then when I go in, oh, let me do that again. So again, I'm using it on my laptop for the first time, so it shows me low histamine right here and why. And that's because it contains sesame seeds. Well, if I click on that, it then breaks it down as to what the problem is. And it says, my low histamine note is that seeds are typically low in histamine. However, they often contain other biogenic amines, amines, that slow degradation of histamine. So, while not a high histamine product in and of itself, it does contain things that could create a histamine response. So let's jump into my pantry. As you can see, I have a door full of spices. We can grab a random one off of there. I'm gonna pull my garbage can out because it sort of holds my door open. Let's see, shall we go? Let's just go with McCormick's salad topping, crunchy and flavorful. Does not meet my fig. You see that big old red X? I'm gonna guess there's wheat in there. Yep, must avoid gluten. It contains, well, and for me it's not gluten, it's wheat. It contains malted barley, so I would be okay with that. But it also contains red dye number 3, which is high in histamine, soybeans, excuse me, and soy protein. So again, I click on soybeans because it's highlighted or underlined in red. Soybeans are histamine liberators, so they are low histamine themselves. They don't contain a lot of histamine, but they cause the body to release the histamines it already has. So, yeah, not a good plan. Contains nightshades. There's green bell peppers in that, and contains sunflower seeds. So, I react to sunflower seeds already. I know that. Green peppers? I don't know. I don't know if I react to those. I haven't tried. So I don't want to play in the spices too much because I'm like, eh. Let's see. We got plain white rice. Problem is, the code is on the bottom. Let's see if I can do this without spilling rice everywhere. Ta-da! Wasn't sure I was going to be able to do that without dumping it. Greens. I can eat plain white rice. Now, what I put on the rice changes that. If I use one of these spices, for example, that is a histamine. Nope. I'll do this for example. One of my husband's favorite things to eat in the morning is like a rice pudding with cinnamon on it. This is stick cinnamon, not ground cinnamon, but it was there, so I just grabbed it. I've already discovered I react very badly to cinnamon, and that is because cinnamon, while not a high histamine food, just like sesame seeds, is a histamine liberator. So I reacted almost immediately to the cinnamon. Like a couple bites of my oatmeal and I was done. My throat was already getting scratchy. My ears were already starting to hurt. The headache was starting to form. I was having a full-on histamine reaction. So cinnamon's out straight out the gate. Got a box of Chuddies. I know this is going to be a no for me right off the bat because it's got wheat in it. And wheat is my number one I have to avoid because, no, it causes major headache. It makes like all the pressure in my head, my ears hurt, my teeth hurt. I get such a bad headache. My stomach hurts. Wheat is just a no. So I know right off the bat these are going to be a no. But I'm going to guess that it's also going to hit on the cheese powder. Just like my gluten-free cheese puffs did, which really kind of upset me. So I was like, yay, gluten-free. I found some gluten-free cheese puffs. Yep. Couldn't eat them. I ate some. And then my lips started getting itchy and burning. And my ears started hurting. And my head started hurting. And I was like... So as I guessed, contains wheat. Wheat flour. Does not meet the dairy-free requirement because of the cheese and the milk that's on them. And yes, not low histamine because of the cheddar cheese. So I knew that was coming. Plus, they are fried in sunflower oil, which again, bad for me. That was also an accidental purchase. That was in that same shopping cart on Imperfect Foods. I fell asleep really early in the evening. I woke up, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. My cart has to be checked out by 8:45 my time. Didn't get done. So whatever was in my cart is what I got. So that was a boo-boo. Or that, no, actually I take that back. That was in the box they sent me that was not my box. Somebody else got my box. But my husband likes those. I've bought those before for him, and he likes those. Okay, so let's try these. I bought these for myself, so I have some crackers because I can't do wheat crackers. These are flaxseed flavored nut thins. They are made with crackers made with almond flour. Technically, they do not meet my fig because they contain milk. And potato starch. Although I've been able to eat those without a problem, so I will keep eating those. Let's see. What else do I got in here that... Got some items in here that unfortunately I bought thinking, yay, I can have something good for myself because, you know, they're nut-free, they're gluten-free. I got these yummy Made Good granola bars, Imperfect Foods. There's chocolate. Just discovered last night. Chocolate is high histamine. So, I know that this is already going to say on the red because of the chocolate. Chocolate. What? There's shiitake mushrooms in this. I didn't even read the ingredients. It's funny. Yeah, not low histamine because it contains... These are really good, by the way. I probably should be reading the ingredients because now I'm going to be like, yeah. Chocolate chips, spinach, and tomatoes are all hits on the high histamine. The ingredients are gluten-free oats, agave syrup, chocolate chips, cane sugar, unsweetened cocoa and cocoa butter, brown rice syrup, sunflower oil, which again causes an issue. Ouch! My vacuum just ran into me. Invert cane sugar, whatever that is, brown rice crisps, and then vegetable extracts of spinach, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes, beets, and shiitake mushrooms. Try watching my toes. Thing hurts. I will weigh this one out. I don't remember if I had a reaction the last time I ate one. I just got them, so I'm only eat one out of them. I hope not, because I need snacks. This was another one that was a boo-boo. It is a marinated sauce made with extra virgin olive oil, pear juice, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, and a touch of roasted sesame oil. So, my guess is it's going to say on the soy sauce, because soy sauce is wheat-based typically. So it's going to hit on the gluten. It's going to hit on the sesame oil. And I don't know what else is in there. Barcode, where are you? Does not fig. Fructose, gluten. Yep, because it contains wheat in the soy sauce. I knew that. It's not low histamine because it contains Korean gochugaru pepper flakes, rice vinegar, soy sauce, and soybeans. Those are all high histamine foods. And the Korean gochugaru pepper flakes. Those are nightshades. Oh, didn't know that. Interesting. So just a little fun in the pantry. Things that I have in here. That I may or may not be able to eat. Ah, it's coming back. Dancing with the robot. I'm glad it's finally figured out that I have a kitchen. I don't want you to go in the pantry, so go the other way. Get her just a sec. Redirecting. Contadina tomato paste. Does not fig. Any guesses? You guys want to guess? What is a tomato? Tomato is a nightshade. Now, the only reason I'm supposed to be avoiding nightshades is because nightshades are inflammatory. So having an inflammatory condition, if I eat a lot of nightshades, it's going to amp up my inflammation markers, which is going to make me hurt a ton more. I don't have to completely avoid them. I just need to severely, severely limit them. But I also need to be careful because tomatoes are very high histamine. So spaghetti kills me. I love spaghetti. I've figured out a way to make myself give up spaghetti yet. but I have to take it with Benadryl. Corn, all greens. Yeah, even canned corn, but it's all greens. So I'm gonna play in my pantry. Let's jump into the fridge. When I was saying about my shark, figuring out that I have a kitchen, I had to move the dock. I'm trying to figure out how to have it not have so much dementia. And so I moved the dock closer to my Wi-Fi router, thinking that would help. And it hasn't helped. I factory reset it a few times. And I've deleted my map. And so where I'm at right now is I'm having to like physically pick it up and carry it to rooms that it's not wanting to find, so that it hopefully adds it to the map. Non-dairy, oat milk, caramel macchiato creamer, Starbucks brand. Any guesses? Any guesses? Citric acid, and is not low histamine. So it says oat milk may not be safe for a wheat allergy, because oats are typically contaminated with grains such as wheat. I don't react to that, so I'm cool with it. It also has a citric acid intolerance note, so could trigger there, but like I said, I haven't had any issues with it. I don't have a whole lot of things in my refrigerator that have labels, except for milk, cheese. So I have this Delizioso triple cheese Asiago Romano Parmesan. This, I already know, is a big no for me. Not only is it lactose, does it contain dairy, but aged cheeses, like all three of those, are high histamine. Although it's funny, it's not showing up as a histamine. It's just hitting on the dairy stuff. Very low. It's in the yellow on the histamine. And it's just because it has cultured milk versus raw milk. So I'll give those ones a try again. Let's see. Milk. It's not dairy free, it's not lactose free, it's not milk free. Oh, duh. I don't drink a whole lot of milk anyway because it makes me tummier. But I think the last thing I'll do maybe is staple in our house. As you see, the bottle's over there. It's upside down. Getting the last little bit dribbled out. We actually normally buy this by the half gallon, but they didn't have it at Walmart last time we were there. So we had to buy this glass bottle. But what we do is we transfer it over into this, and this is what we serve out of when we use it. And we go through, like, that half gallon that we buy, we go through that every month and a half. Less if my daughter has spent any amount of time here. I'm going to say, right off the bat, I'm going to say, before I even look, This is going to yell at me and say, no. And it's going to say it because it's got vinegar. It's going to say it because it's got peppers. And I know that just off the top of my head. It's not a low histamine because it contains aged red pepper, cayenne red peppers, which are nightshades. Are all peppers nightshades? Rabbit hole. I'm gonna have to look. But other than that, everything's green. It's just the cayenne peppers. Who knew? Which means, you know, cayenne pepper itself. You know, from here, the cayenne pepper, which is could probably cause me some issues, but we'll see. All things, some things. I would say all things in moderation, but in reality, it's just, for me, it's some things in moderation. Some things are heck no to the no, no, no to the no, raised to the no, no power. Cinnamon happened to be one of those. Pickles, strawberries, those are all completely off of my food chain. Some things I'm like, okay, I know this is gonna make me not feel so good, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. The other night I had a couple pieces of pizza because I was like, man, I really miss pizza, and I knew I was gonna be miserable. There's a wheat crust, so I knew I was in for the histamine, that reaction. I knew I was gonna have a headache. I knew my ears were gonna hurt. I knew my teeth were gonna hurt from just all the pressure that was gonna build up in my head. I knew I was gonna have a tummy ache. Add on top of the pizza crust, you've got the tomato sauce, the nightshade. So I knew my inflammation markers were gonna be up, which was gonna make me have a lot more pain that my medications were not going to be able to manage. So I was gonna be having a lot of breakthrough pain that night. Cheese. Dairy, and histamine. Tomatoes was also histamine. So not only, you know, and then the salami on top of that, and the pepperoni, high histamine foods, cured meats, not a lot, can't eat those. Those are high histamine foods. And then my husband put feta cheese on top of that. Feta I can have. Yay! There's a cheese I can't actually have. But I was miserable. But I was already miserable. It was in the middle of whatever hit me last week. And so my stomach was already all messed up. And I'm like, I was already miserable. And I'm like, forget it. I'm starving. I haven't eaten in almost 24 hours. I'm finally hungry. I'm starving. I don't want to, but I'm too tired to cook anything. And I just grabbed some pizza from leftover from his dinner that night. Ate 2 pieces of pizza and then crashed. I did a whole like blood sugar spike, blood sugar crash, and I slept through most of the reaction that I had to it. Although I did wake up the next morning with a rager of a migraine. I will say that. But again, that's how my life is. It's constantly scanning labels. Every time I go shopping, I gotta scan. Is this worth it? Is this worth it? Can I eat this? Is this going to cause a reaction? What is the, is this one's, oh, look, this is gluten-free, but oh, nope, it's not this. And oh, look, this is dairy-free, but it's high histamine. And oh, look, this is, and it's this constant juggling of information, just trying to find something that I can eat that doesn't make me feel sick. But I'm getting there. I'm shifting a lot of my cooking. Like I know that boxed rice-a-roni I can't eat, on multiple levels. I can't eat it on the histamine level. I can't eat it on the nightshade level. I can't eat it on the wheat level. So I found a couple of recipes and I've made my own rice-a-roni, which turned out really good. Same with like the packaged pastas. I buy gluten-free noodles. And I've just kind of had to spend some time on the internet finding recipes and figuring out how to make things that are kind of our staple foods, like stroganoff. We eat a lot of stroganoff. We eat a lot of fettuccine. We eat a lot of pasta in general. And figuring out how to find the middle ground between what I can't eat and what my husband wants to eat. You know, and I'm not a restaurant. I'm not going to cook 2 meals. So I've got to find that middle ground. And sometimes that means I'm eating something that isn't going to make me feel so great. But it is what it is. But anyway, if you've got dietary issues, any kind of food allergies, you're following a food plan, a FODMAP, Paleo, Mediterranean, Pescatarian, I highly recommend this Fig app. It will help you tremendously when you're shopping. Because like I said, and if you get the free version, you only get the 7 scans a month. The app is still available. You just have to manually enter after your 7th scan. You have to pull up the little box and type in what you're looking for, and it'll give you a list and, you know, that kind of stuff. $50 a year to be able to just scan and have unlimited scans, to me, that's totally worth it. I'm paying the $50. I just had to wait to have the money to do it. And so I did it. It's done. I've got a year of it, and we'll see where we go with that. But, so with that, I just want to say thank you for coming along on this little ride with me. I hope you found some value in it. Hope you learned some stuff, and maybe something that'll help you out. Please feel free to hit the like button or hit the don't like button if you didn't like the content. Either way, like, subscribe, do all those YouTubey things, and as always, share. Please share my video if you know somebody that you think could benefit from this information, or you think would even like the content that I offer on my channel. Please share my videos with them. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all the shares. I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate all the comments. And I appreciate all the views. So with that, we will talk to you later. Bye.